Good morning and welcome to regular Board of Commissioners meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 1st. We do begin each of meetings with innovation. This morning we have Mr. Raymond Pettit from Outside the Worship. We invite you to join us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let us out your own way. Let's pray. Grace Heavenly Father, with this beautiful day that you've given to us, even loud, bring something we have need of, Father. It's the rain. And I just pray that you allow us to have the opportunity for our minds to work towards the things that are on the agenda today. Lord, give us wisdom, guidance, deliverance, Father, that we might be able to complete the work that you started within us. We thank you for this beautiful day because here it is even April, people are trying to make fun of it, Father, but you alone, Father, we don't make fun of you. Just pray, God, they're just able to give us the ability to worship you. Everything we say, do. Let presence be with us in this very day. We ask in your son's precious name. Amen.
And Commissioner Rummer would lead in the pledge. Item 3.
Item 3 is emergency item. I am unaware of items.
Item 4.
Item 4 is change postponement notice of the next meeting. Our next meeting will be today, April 8th, 2025.
Item 5.
Item 5 is in the calendar, 5A through 5 and 1.
Is there anyone here today who'd like to speak on an item on the calendar? Okay, is there anyone online? Okay, with that, we'll be up to the commissioners for a motion or comments.
I would move approval of the consent calendar.
Okay, and Sandy, very excited to have been second consent calendar this morning. Just make sure there are no comments. Call the roll. Commissioner Moore. Commissioner Wong.
Aye.
Commissioner Appy.
Aye.
Vice Williams.
Aye.
And Chair votes aye. That
I
is
think we're trying to look priest.
Okay.
Because she mattered.
Public, but this is getting
Item 6.
Item 6 is a proclamation recognizing National County Government, Terry Gunner, Chair, Board of County Commissioners.
Let him move proclamation recognizing National County Government Month, where Americans, by fulfilling a vast range of responsibilities and deliver service that touch nearly every aspect of our lives. And whereas El Paso County Board of County Commissioners, in collaboration with multiple community partners, county offices, including the Sheriff, District Attorney, Coroner, Emergency Management, Public Health, Assessor, Survey, Treasurer, Economic Development, Workforce Development, and Clerk Court and Public Safety, Minister of Justice, protects property rights, fosters economic vitality, supports school safeguards records, and connects for elections. And whereas there are more than 100,000 veterans, families, and dependents in the Pikes region, and in 2024, the Paso County Veteran Services Office completed 11,032 client appointments and hosted a clinic for assisted veterans and surviving spouses with fighting claims, compensation, pension exams, health care, and toxic exposure screenings. Whereas in 2024, the El Paso County Department of Human Services provided vital support to approximately 1 in 4 county residents. Its various programs focus on adult safety, child protection, medical assistance, workforce development, and more. Whereas Paso County, Colorado's populous county, over 750,000 residents, maintains 2,203 miles of road, 262 bridges, and key infrastructure with projects like South Academy Boulevard widening project to enhance traffic flow safety. Highway 105 upgrade to bring vital order to modern standards and improvement of waste treatment systems in Rima and Calhoun to safeguard public health and protect our waterways. And whereas we take pride in role in protecting and enhancing the health, being and safety of El Paso County residents in efficient and cost-effective ways, utilizing taxpayer funds judiciously, the most transparency and accountability, which has garnered national recognition. Whereas each year since 1991, the Association of Counties and counties across the country to elevate awareness of county responsibilities and role counties play to support healthy, safe, and vibrant communities. Now, therefore, the Board of El Paso County Commissioners here proclaims April 2025 as National County Government Month in El Paso County and urges citizens to recognize and learn about the important role that can play in enhancing the quality of life for citizens. Done this first day, April 2025, at Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the Board County Commissioner Terry Gunner, Chair, Holly Williams, Vice Chair, Court, Wilgate, Bremer, and Bill Songbirds, and has to do by Steve Schur, County Clerk, and Record.
Second.
Okay, so it has been moved and seconded. I believe I have some folks here today that you want to speak or proclamation if you'd like to come down. If you'll just introduce yourself so that can hear you, make sure to speak into that microphone.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for allowing me to say a few words this morning. I'm Ron Ladwick, a retired U.S. Air Force veteran and Colorado native. My family has served over 135 years of military service through 3 generations serving in the U.S. Army, U.S. Air Force Reserves, and the Air National Guard. My oldest brother is still serving. He is a fighter pilot from during the Vietnam War and has been in the VA Court of Appeals after using denied service connection. At the time I filed my appeal, I was told when the appeal finally made the court docket, I have to drive to the facility to meet with the VA judge who's hearing my case. All the veterans know how slow, frustrating, and cumbersome navigating the VA bureaucracy is. Well, fast forward 5 years, and my case finally had a docket. In the meantime, El Paso County saw the need for video teleconference capability locally to serve the thousands of veterans and all the state-of-the-art video teleconferencing capability and hired a very talented and professional appeal claims specialist, Jennifer Clark, to manage the facility. Bottom line, with new facility, I had a 10-minute drive to Veteran Service offices instead of the hour and a half it would have taken me to drive to Denver. I met with Ms. Clark on several occasions in preparation for the court hearing, When I showed up at the actual court appearance, she handled everything. Her professional efforts resulted in all three of my disability issues. Indeed, all three issues were decided in my favor, closing out nearly a 3-year battle with the VA for service connection. El Paso County's Veteran Services capability is the state treasurer, and I am deeply grateful for their efforts on my behalf. To the El Paso County Board of Commissioners, thank you on behalf of all of our veterans for your part in supporting the valuable asset with the county. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being today.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Rachel Lang. I'm a family physician and I am homestead direct primary care. I know there's still about perseverance, getting health insurance, and farmers who are dissatisfied with their care and struggle to have most basic health questions answered in a timely and considerate way. Direct primary care is the only area of primary care that is actually growing in the U.S. instead of blasting solvent, to support hospital systems and specialists as Walgreens, Green Village, and Medical, our own medical clinic. Exactly the kind our local economic development team supports. Critical care doesn't work. Coloradans are tired of receiving adequate health care, spending hours on hold, not able to make an appointment for weeks, and not being listened to by their healthcare team. Direct primary care saves time and money, and reduces burnout in healthcare workers. The one area that makes physicians like me scared of going this kind of private clinic, being able to survive without a check the clinic grows. So having loans and grants, the ones I receive, are vital for improving healthcare in El Paso County. Now I am able to provide healthcare that motivated me to make through medical school and years of serving the Air Force stay off full debt. I have time to form relationships with my patients that look forward to enjoying for years to come. I can avail to the families in my care on weekends and evenings and their immense medical uncertainty. Thank the support of the Colorado Enterprise Fund and El Paso County Homestead Direct Primary Care is my dream come true for me and my patients. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And do we have one more in the room? Bull, do you want to speak?
Good morning, everyone. Bull Hendon. I'm the chair of Citizen Outreach, which is a citizen advisory council to the county commissioners. So I just want to briefly speak this morning about the upcoming Citizen College that we're going to be hosting in October. The dates have been freed up. We'll work with this to make sure it works for each division. But this amazing opportunity, we've done a lot in the past. COVID obviously caused disruptions. And we're started up in last year, but doing something different this year. I just want to highlight you guys. And that is take a strategic shift in how we're approaching it. And opposed to what we've just done, this is what we're going to do. We decided to take a more iterative approach. So we're experimenting. We are trying ideas, and we are trying small ideas to validate the thesis, and then be able to expand if it works. If nothing else, learn from the experiment. So we can improve experience over time. So where we're really inside that this year is a market effort. So really want to make a much big push in terms of identifying the marketing technique. Now your market department has been amazing in the past. They've been amazing this year. It's very, very of our actions there. We're very thankful for that. This year, our goal is to actually have 50 people in seats each of the events. We don't have a check yet. How many people does that mean signed up? What we've seen is roughly a 3 to 1 of people that sign up versus people that show up. So we're guessing we need 150 people to sign up this year. But putting a lot of emphasis behind that. Well, we really have tried to shift the thought around the experience of Citizen College for citizens. So we're really trying to make each session experiential. So we're looking for them to be able to touch and feel really experience services that are offered by the county. Last, what I want to emphasize, in the past we've taken this approach at Citizen College, being able to see the Citizen College through the eyes of the people that serve, like we exist as government to serve people. So as opposed to it being mostly like an educational, like minds and dining, as opposed to being purely educational event, we really are wanting, we want to create an experience that empowers citizens to know how to better partner with the government to be able to deliver the outcomes that we all desire as citizens. How come alongside together, work together more effectively. So that's really the approach we're taking this year, how we empower the citizen. So between that totally different mindset and more experimental, iterative approach to grow out, we hope the results that every single year that we do this better than the last year. And really look forward to what the future holds in college. And that'll be the 13th through the 18th, is that correct? Do I have dates from that? 18th through the 18th this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and I appreciate starting all that. Do you have any questions for me?
Any questions, commissioners? Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you for all your work on Citizen College. And it's very exciting to see that even though we're celebrating county government in April, we're going to keep doing everything throughout the year, make sure that citizens have the ability to interact and be served by governments. Thank you. Bring that. Great to start talking about. Bring that on Dr. Callan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak on item? Okay, we'll bring up to Commissioner for any comments. Commissioner Williams.
Yes. So I want to thank our Air Force veteran Vlad, still the fact her brother's still in Vietnam. So I'm sorry for that. And I hope that someday you get a resolution on this issue. Our veterans service office is indeed I think one of the best in the nation, and with some of our enterprise funds. And I think that there's a lot of change that's happening in primary care field. And I see a lot of being very beneficial. And thanks to Mr. Anderson for serving on our Citizens Outreach group. Is a very active group and very interesting group. And I can't help but say when you said a hands-on experience, I wondered that they could go work in the corners, but some of them can't handle it as well as I could. So thank you. We do an awful lot of things here at county government, very wide-ranging, and we're proud to be doing them every day. So we're proud of our staff that work so hard to serve citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We've just example today from involved in passionate citizen who has seen benefits of what the county does. And oftentimes, as we're so focused on doing things and doing them well and being focused on what government should and shouldn't do, we don't take the time to tell those stories. So thank you for sharing your today. And I'm really grateful to your service and your own ways in community and military and as a volunteer board member. One of the things that is very apparent when we get to the National Association of Counties is that really in Nassau County are a really diverse group. Try to kind of divide up to urban counties or rural counties or pill-only counties, which is when in lieu of Texas and you only have Streetland or Foley Land. And Nassau County could legitimately fit in every single one of those. And so, in fact, you have 5 commissioners that really have grasped onto the issues that are relevant in their districts and represent their citizens. So it really not significant, but remarkable. We get it from the way El Paso County commissioners can move forward things on a federal level. And time after time, we have been able to be successful in national resolution proclamations that affect very diverse United States. And we are fortunate of a very diverse county that we represent. I want to just end my comments. I often think that if we as commissioners and as county employees are doing our jobs well, then one notice what we do. And that is, it's under skin. I think all what that is what commit to service and to being servant leaders means is that it's not out in front. So taking a little time to talk about today, I think it's appropriate, but I love the fact that also can just put heads down and does. Okay, I'm just going to make sure there's no comments. I will have a comments then. Really appreciate the comments by my commissioners, particularly that don't always tell their story well. It's a very good way of putting, and I'm grateful for those who were here today to tell that story of the true impact. We can talk about, enterprise, we can talk about injustice, but hearing me to our individual citizens is it's incredibly rewarding for us, and it's also really great that we get to have citizens and community hear about that, hopefully be inspired to all engage with those programs. So incredibly great for that. This is something that I think is really important, and Commissioner Bremer said well, that when government's working well, it comes along as people living life and going up their business, and expect that we are here taking care of all those things. And it's exactly what we aim for. At the same point, it's important that those want to understand programs or how government works. We folks who volunteer all the time on boards, just like Dr. Hendren, who's listening. And when there are folks who want to get involved, be helpful, we want them to know how to plug into our county and become part of that. So I'm also incredibly grateful for volunteers, and we do everything that we can to be transparent. And of National Government Month is be transparent and hear what we're doing. And welcoming folks to understand what it looks like in the county, and really again needing to engage if that they too, and if they just wanted to govern come along in their life, then we're happy to accommodate that as well. I do want to tell you, Mr. Hennon, that we were talking to other board volunteer members around the county yesterday, a couple of us, and I promoted citizen college and said, hey, if you're volunteer county, you're interested in things, you should just sit in college, and that'd be a great group of people who are all volunteering who have interest to reach out to, because may kind of siloed on individual board are really interested in the whole of the communities. But really grateful to fellow commissioners for having us recognize how important this month is, and looking forward to all kinds of activity with our communications team to get information at this month. And with that, I will call roll. Commissioner Burr. Commissioner Isong. Commissioner Gate. Chair Williams. And the chair votes aye. That passes 5-0. We'll take a reset to take a photograph, and we will be back. Being back order, we are on item 7.
Item number 7 is the proclamation recognizing National Child Dispersion Month. Holly Williams, Vice Chair, or County Commissioner.
Proclamation recognizing Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas every child in our community deserves to be valued, nurtured, and protected so can grow into healthy, thriving individuals. Every child is entitled to feel safe, secure, and loved. And whereas child abuse and neglect are serious issues affecting every segment of our community, with long-term psychological, emotional, and physical effects can shape a child's future and, in turn, the future of our community and state. And whereas strong family, the foundation, strong community, and a parent and caregiver needs support at times, as provide early help to family is less costly both financially and emotionally, healing from trauma after it occurs. And whereas we can prevent child abuse and neglect, I work together to strengthen the protective factors in family lives, parental resilience, social connections, concrete support in times of need, knowledge of parenting, child development, and social and emotional competence in children. And whereas child abuse prevention is not the responsibility of a single agency, of an entire community, including human service agencies, public health organizations, schools, faith groups, law enforcement, the medical community, businesses, nonprofits, and most importantly, caring individuals take time to support children and families. Whereas community leaders, policymakers, and elected officials play a unique role in building safe community for children by understanding the program policies that support child maltreatment prevention, listen to parents' needs, shape community planning through this lens to help their communities. And whereas by fostering a culture every child is cherished, every family is supported, and every adult recognizes their role in preventing child abuse, we can create a safer, stronger, and more compassionate community. Whereas everyone has the power to contribute to a bright future for children, whether by lending a helping hand to a parent, advocating for strong family policies, or simply being trusted in a child's life. Now, therefore, the County Commission of El Paso County, Colorado, hereby claims April as child abuse prevention within El Paso County. No matter where we live, each have a role to play in protecting children, strengthening families, and ensuring community is a place for all children to thrive. On this Thursday, April 2025, Colorado Springs, Colorado, the Board of County Commissioners of Paso County, Colorado, Carrie Gardner, Holly Williams, Vice Chair, Ray Applegate, Member, Jimmy Brown, Member, Bill Isong, Member, and tested by Steve Kirk Conriger.
Second. Okay, that has been moved and seconded. I believe we have folks to speak on this as well. Just a reminder, please make sure that you close that microphone so we can all hear you.
Morning. Thank you, Vice Chair, Commissioners. Andrew Bunn, Deputy Executive Director with Department of Services. Thank you, and for reading that to the record, recognize the importance of this work and us opportunity to speak to you about this today. We called it a this morning and speak with you all, usually for yes, it's my background with honey, but happy to be in support this work while thinking of what I want to mention before I get over to our Director Tanya. I thought sharing a took you all. So I recently found out in August this year, I'm going to be a time for that came with, and I think is their share of a bit of excitement at the end of the day, knowing that my wife are in a situation and a child in this world is going to be loved, cared for. And what I wasn't expecting was the outpouring of love, support from family, friends, colleagues, advice, and all of those things. And I think what really hit for me that was just the fact that it takes the old adage, right? The old creates to the edge, takes it to race out. And so the support, that excitement, all of, I think, put of us in a much better place, knowing we were, recognizing that every child come to this world in a different situation. And I'm super heartened back that we have caring and passionate professionals in me and professionals on them and community members that really building community core of what we do. Sometimes I get going else talking, but I want to talk to them, really just say that community I realize is so important and incredibly for people that I work with every day that make their job building that community, strengthening community, ensuring children can be safe and here and just general being there in your own home. So that I'll turn it over to Candy Jones, who is our Director of Children and Family Services.
Thank you, Andrew, and I, along with many, are so excited for you, Morgan, welcome one in the world, and again, Kanye Jones, and to follow up on Andrew's ode to community. The one thing that's so great about this time of year, April, and celebrating, honoring prevention, awareness of child abuse. This is one thing that can bring community together. One of the things I also like to really kind of give it a shout out is this year we have commissioners join us in different cities and city councils, and so great to appreciate that. Excited to do that and partner and our committee in Paso County. As we all know, here is the time to recognize the important role they all play in preventing child abuse and neglect. Child safety is the cornerstone of strong community. In 2024, we received 20,497 calls. Those calls were made to our child abuse and neglect reporting regarding concerns for children in El Paso County. Not every call results in a case, and that's okay, because that call may connect a family to critically need assistance and support. We don't expect callers to know exactly what abuse or neglect look like. They only need to have a concern for a child. Every bit of information helps us see the bigger picture of what a family is experiencing. Staff, the El Paso County Department of Human Services, are dedicated to ensuring safety, permanency, and well-being of the children in our community. This critical work would not be possible with the ongoing support of our community partners and, of course, citizens of this great county. Each year, blue, silver, and with planted at Centennial Hall stand as a visible reminder that our shared responsibility and a symbol of the county commitment to keeping children safe. Thank you for standing with us in preventing child abuse.
Thank you, Katrina. I also want to say thanks to Chip, the Commissioner, who are visiting all this season in our districts in the county, just to reiterate how important this initiative is. And they also want to invite afterwards to, after we get the pictures, to join out front and dance of the pinwheels so the public can see our report this important. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. We're doing things slightly different today. To clear, we'll finish up our proclamation. We just have a few items that are going to take very long, so we wait till gavel out to outside to that, so we don't have to delay them and back in. Appreciate patience that. I think it'll be pretty quickly and we'll get through that. I'd like to go ahead and bring up here for comment from Commissioner Wayne.
Thank you.
This is a personal issue for me. I got 4 granddaughters, 6 and 4. And luckily this event that does insurance not materialize into a case. It's a state. Timing was low that it made sense. So this is a very important implementation for the child use and prevention. I'm very thrilled to be able to participate in using the City of Mount Laurels this evening to be there to help acknowledge proclamation.
Other comments from commissioners? Commissioner James?
Okay, I just want to say thank you for recognizing this month every year. It's so important to think that parenting doesn't come with hand. Sure, she just gets us hard because you don't have any control anymore. And I think what you in the Department of Human Services is one of the hardest possible. Having to visit families, having to make a determination, because never to take a child from parents, but having to make the determinations necessary is very, very awesome responsibility that you hold. And I want to thank all of our foster care families who take care of these children for as long as necessary until the parents can straighten their situation. If the parents can get their situation fixed, then the child is taken back so they can raise their biological parents. And that's so incredibly important to keep families together. So we appreciate everything that you all do on a day basis, situations you see, the decisions you have to make, we know you make with care, and you thank you very much.
And I'll have to apologize to colleagues that we traditionally allow the individual who would proclamation to their consulate. That's must. I apologize. I'm so accustomed to Mr. Rummer being reader of proclamation. That was in mind. So, I apologize to Vice Chair Williamson. We'll give you the opportunity to word if you want. In the meantime, our comments. Commissioner Rummer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This actually, we also who's going to read what proclamation. This is always one where it very easily lists all of us as sponsor readers. And it's because we all realize the gravity, the importance of doing proclamation. Our previous proclamation spoke of behind the scenes work, ahead responsibility that we all take on county government, and think, no more heavily and all of it there back. And so I want this opportunity to also say thank you. Thank you for how you serve the families in our region. Thank you for how you keep your sights on, as Kata says, before the child. I know that those are decisions, but very grateful you all have been willing to push out there in that best way with best tools you possible. And you certainly have support and leadership and view behind you for that. I'm smiling badly at Tanya in the front here, and this number's called, and then like, wait a minute, it's child abuse. Why am I smiling so largely? And at the end of the day, this is one of the few things that we can do in this world, is be publicly outspoken, to draw attention to issues, to draw attention to the need for every citizen to be involved, to be aware of how El Paso County approaches the 23,000 calls last year. That is it's just incredibly important work, and just grateful for all the proclamations taking place, all of municipalities. Unfortunately, credit of Colorado Springs was during a break. I always make sure I had a good relationship with my child for the week. So, but thank you very much for kicking on that. Is that going up and beyond, and also a symbolic of the relationships that you have to have with different agencies across the region, different school districts, different police departments. And so I think that is that's incredibly symbolic to obtain this awareness campaign on the road. And do all parts of very diverse county has talked about. Okay, going to end here with what I always do. I hope I'm not getting old to some of them, but in first year as commissioner, I was asked to be part of the proclamation and the pill planting and a couple of events. I didn't really know what it was about, and it got stuck behind a box. My child was, we're going 5 at the time, I think. Got stuck behind a toy box and sat there for almost a year until it was an exclamation, waiting for the wheel. Find it smushed, and my child was very upset out of a smoke pen. And I'm trying to put it back out, put it back together. I realize that not only all things back at a whimsical and wonderful life that every child's are, but all how frail that's. And how with the right time, care, and putting back together, that pill can spend me again for that child. So I will never again in my life get a pill without thinking of that. And know that should do our wings work, have a role to play, and very carefully and delicately put the pieces back together, allow that child to experience the whimsy of great again. So thank you much.
Commissioner
Abe, next Tuesday, found me reading the proclamation of the record, so I want to be at that meeting. So, with their soul name about that. So, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Laura. We do.
I'll just add, I also be participating in the calendar reading. I'm excited about really appreciate you guys bring that forward to include more of our community in that, and all the commissioners being willing to take the time to participate in it. This is always an important one, and I love to emphasize how we care about helping families. We don't just respond to those calls that none of us want to hear about. They're very hard to hear about, but we want to make sure that we're there to support families who are needing support, support strong families. That is so important, this piece, and making sure that they have the resources that they need. We all know that on a lot of stress can be very frustrating and can lead to not our best selves, and that includes with children. Being a military spouse, I had a 2.5-year-old and a newborn when he has been deployed to Afghanistan for a year, and that's definitely a time that I needed support around me. And so I can completely applaud the work they do. When we have young families who are experiencing things that are difficult, and not just there after things go wrong, but be there to support them so that we can prevent that and make sure that those families continue to grow and loving and get all the support they need. And when that can't happen, we're there to be that voice and that for the child in particular. Really appreciate you being here. Look forward to planning these meals at our meeting. Just thank you for your continued efforts. And with that, I'm going to ask Chair Williams if she wants the last word here.
Thank you for everything you do. Really appreciate it.
Okay, we will take our votes now. Commissioner Summer, Commissioner Weiss,
Aye.
Commissioner Applegate, Vice Chair Woods, and their vote aye. That passes 5-0. We'll see you outside shortly. M8.
Item number 8, comment by elected official and commissioner liaison reports.
Okay, I don't see any new elected officials in the room. Make sure we don't have anyone online. So we'll start with Commissioner Bremer.
You've heard from me already this morning. I have anything to add this morning.
Commissioner Weiss.
Last week we had a wonderful opportunity to get jailers and reformers there, and really got to experience what it from being a participant in the jail to see how they operate and the care that the staff has for the inmate there. I had an airport board meeting, then on Friday, the Sheriff's Academy 24/3 DDs, Department of Corrections, etc., are able to graduate through the academy. We was able yesterday to meet with the UCS professor, talking about vacation modeling, fit in with Homeland Security, FEMA, Pikes Peak Water Authority, and Empire Lake. We have a meeting about the grant. So it's been really fun last weekend and this week. And a lot of what we talk about is serious business. But on a lighter note, Nancy, we have youngsters. It is April Fool's Day. And I'm sure you can see it yet. We have a great board here. We have a fabulous staff. And sometimes we're just too serious. It's not working. That's sad. But anyway, so people can ask, well, what do you think of our April Fool's of us? And of course, if I'd get back at it, I say, my wife, me out, what are you talking about? But no, I saw it. I had ours behind me. And so I marked on a different level, took a photo, and so I'm just trying to have it shown on the screen. But it's okay to have fun and to have humor and to be able to share that humor on April's Day. So I just wanted to make a comment that life can be short. Let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. And just let our downs be. Thank you.
I'm just going to maybe the on now the picture will come, but we can get that before we finish our comments and still that. Come Applegate.
And that was April's joke, get us into the screen, the picture, and it's there. To also bounce of what Commissioner Whiteling is, yes, we saw Academy part of post-grad is no certified from county, 2 from Terra, soccer from Mountain, 2 from Remont. There we go, the picture. The one from the correctional enroll. So it was really neat that our sheriff is willing to collaborate with these police forces, these other law enforcement agencies. Say, I'm going to help people get certified. 120 years, and for the part, I welcome with open arms, so I really appreciated that. And yesterday, I'm with the Southern Fire Chiefs from Powell County. They're playing me, and they had questions and comments for me as a mission. So it was really good to get that conversation started. They'll be in the commission hall, and it was good.
Well, my only comment about this scene, and I don't think the garage staff, they know that nothing. It's more frustrating to me to come in and someone having put in my spot because I'm in the basement after my knee surgery. I had to wake up them. So we're kind of to the come out of the way. Saying otherwise, I would run over it and go in and check my set again. Frequently find parking in their spots most of the day because people don't realize that it is a reserved spot. So thank you very much to our facility staff for putting up with some of our more interesting things around here. And also, I would want to make my public service announcement. Today is a city council election. You are electing 6 city council to the Colorado Springs City Council, and we would greatly appreciate everyone if we get the voter turnout up a little bit. It's been terrible, and we would love to see a serious turnout for the election. I'll thank you to all the candidates who voted the past 4 or 5 months to running for city council. It's not a neat process where they would really appreciate them putting their name out there. Thank you.
My comments so that we can get out to plant meal, but I want to agree with Commissioner Weissong that you have amazing staff here that works incredibly hard, and so many of them in the room here today always know how to take care to make sure that we are working hard, but always taking care of each other and forming relationships that are lasting and fun. So thank you for of the opportunity to celebrate the relationships that we have in our office fun today. With that, we are on to item 9.
Item number 9 is community service organization report, and I am unaware of any items.
Item 10.
Item 10 is public comment on items not on the agenda, and I'm unaware of any in the audience.
Is there anyone here today that'd like to speak on an item not on the agenda? I see none in the room and none online. Thank you. Item 11.
Item 11 is called consent calendar, and there are no items.
Item 12.
Item 12 is department and committee report, not action items. There are no items.
Item 13.
Item 13 is addendum, and there are none.
Item 14.
Item 14 is executive session. 14A, request for an executive session pursuant to CS 24-6-204. 42 for B and E for the purpose of holding a conference with the county attorney's office or legal advice, specifically questions, determine positions relative to matters that matter that may be subject to negotiations, developing strategy for negotiations, and instruct negotiators to avoid related to a request for Board of County Commissioners to appoint record directors for the Red Valley State Water District for legal purposes pursuant to 32-1-905 and instructing the negotiator concerning process. Hodgins, County Attorney.
Do you have a motion?
Motion to executive session.
Commissioner Williams. Chair of I, that passes 5-0. We will go to executive session after we take a vote and end the panel.